How do you feel you're on the same page with your receivers for this point in camp? Do you feel like you're where you need to be?
Yeah, I mean, always room for improvement. Even during the last game of the season, there's always going to be more room for improvement. But since spring ball, it's night and day. Understanding how they're going to come out of the breaks, where they like balls to be placed, different people's strengths and weaknesses. So it's just constantly getting reps with them and working it. It feels 10 times better.
How's the rapport and chemistry with Jeff? You guys battling for a job, but also trying to lift each other up.
Yeah, no, Jeff's my guy for sure. Every day you're going to come to battle, and it's a professional environment, so we understand what the end goal is. But at the same time, we're buddies, so we're going to help each other out and make jokes. And he's a great dude, so I enjoy being around him.
How does the way Coach Dillingham, Coach Arroyo approaches an offense unique to some of the other coaches you've worked with in the past?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've only been at one other school, so only worked with one other coach. But just how they understand you as a person and your strengths and weaknesses, because you can only coach certain people a certain way. How I might see something might be different than someone else, and someone else might like throwing a different route concept other than me. But at the end of the day, it's as much as the quarterback likes it is how well the play is going to work, because that's the person who's making the decision throwing the ball. So it's just understanding that and building that relationship and constantly having dialogue and telling them what we like and checks and all that. So couldn't ask for much more.
And how do you feel that we're getting on the same page, but just with the receiver group, it seems every practice. I know Coach mentioned maybe a few drops yesterday, but just overall, you guys seem to be on the same page.
Yeah, I mean that's just reps, film. A lot of film, because when you go do film and you see a look, you say, okay, in this look next time I want you to break it in or slam it flat or go. So now when you get out on the field, then you say, yo, we already had this look before. You know exactly what I'm thinking. So timing and anticipation, that changes everything.
Through these first 9 practices, what do you feel you've shown this coaching staff in order to make your case to be the starter?
Yeah, just consistency. How I carry myself, and just playability, taking care of the ball, and making plays. And they haven't even seen what I do once I can run the ball. I got a little glimpse of that last year, but I'm dynamic when I got the ball in my hands in a real game situation. So, every day just plug in, going to work, doing the most I can, because I can't control anything other than that.
Where do you feel you made the greatest strides since spring practice?
Every aspect. For me, one of the biggest things coming in was just, letting go and being loose. I feel like in spring I was really tight, wound up, wasn't mentally where I wanted to be. So coming in, I just said, just go play your game within the offense, be loose and, be yourself, because that's when I play the best. So everything from there is able to take strides. When you're so tight and tense, you're not thinking the same, you're not throwing the ball the same. So when you're loose and being able to play, that's when I play the best.
As a competition, the defense produced allowed both of you guys to get the best out of each other and make each other better?
Oh yeah, 100%. We go back and forth throughout the days. The other day they had the best of us when we were going 3rd and short and red zone stuff. So that was really fun to see. Made me a little mad, but I got to come out tomorrow and put on a good performance. I felt like we won the 2 days before that. So just constantly coming out, battling with my guys and getting better.
You guys don't oftentimes get live action in practice. Tomorrow, Coach said it's going to be live for these guys, see how they react. Are you looking forward to that?
Oh, yeah. It's just playing ball. I wish I could play, but got to stay healthy for the season. I love hearing contact, and that's the reason I fell in love with the sport when I was, in the 2nd grade and everything. So just being out here and being in that atmosphere, it's so much different than, a thud practice or something else. It's just, it's a completely different feeling vibe, and having all the fans out here to be able to witness that's going to be really fun.
You mentioned the atmosphere, just being here, taking it all in. What's been your favorite part so far?
Like I said earlier, this is kind of like the climate I grew up in. So, I grew up in Oregon. It's really green, so I love being in the trees and in the wilderness, and I grew up camping. I love that. So it just kind of took me back to my roots. I come out here at night, stretch on the field, look under the stars, and, I'm just blessed to be in this opportunity.
In terms of this team bonding, any memories that you've made that you think you'll carry on throughout the years to come?
Yeah, just, having fun with my boys, playing cards, having some real talks, and, just listening to music, turning up with my guys. So.
Any funny camp shenanigans yet?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say much, but found a big old tarantula the other day, which is a little scary, so that's not my favorite thing.
Where was it, in your bunker?
No, it was right outside, so good thing it didn't sneak in, and I don't know if any other ones did, so hopefully I don't come in contact with them.
Sam, you mentioned you wish you could play. You're not going to go tomorrow in the scrimmage?
No, I'm going to play, I just can't go contact. Always keep the quarterback out in practice.
Yeah.
You and Jeff both came from the Big Ten. Is that something you guys have talked about at all?
I mean, yeah, we played each other last year. You know, my team got the best one, so that was fun. We talked about that game, but other than that, like, I didn't know him before that, so, you know, not too much. You know, we'll say slight comments. You know, people are bigger, and in the Big Ten, you know, it's kind of a nationally known thing, so we'll say little 2 cents here and there, but not too much.
Like I mentioned before coming up here, he likes to think of himself as the best spades or hearts player on the team. Have you gotten a chance to play him yet?
Jeff said that?
No, Kenny.
Oh, I don't play spades, so I play Texas Hold'em, and that's about it.
How do you feel the line's coming together in front of you?
Oh, so much better. You know, just especially with communication. You know, they've been with each other for a little bit, so they know how to, you know, pass things off and work throughout situations. But it's really me getting with them and flipping pros and having that dialogue on the field, because that changes everything. You know, when you're able to protect something and be able to run your pass concepts off that, you know, it makes all the difference in the world.
Pretty deep backfield to hand the ball off to, or get the ball guys out there as a receiver. What is it like, you know, from quarterback's perspective, to just have a group of talented guys like that to help make your job easier?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you give them the ball, you expect a positive play, which is a good feeling. You know, when I give Scat the ball and Malik and Alto and all of them, you know, I'm expecting a gain, and especially from our line, they're going to produce. So just getting the ball into their hands and not making turnovers on my side and making good decisions, because we got the dudes around us. So I don't have to do anything fancy or anything. I just got to play my game.
Are there any Big 12 teams you have this year circled on your calendar?
Yeah, Utah, Oklahoma State, BYU, Kansas State, you know, fair amount. But I'm really looking forward to playing the first one and getting the first one.
You're going to be protected tomorrow, but everybody else is going to be live. So are you looking forward to that action instead of just kind of walk through stuff and half speed stuff?
Yeah, no doubt. It's gonna be pretty electric and fun. I remember my first scrimmage last year, and I saw the first hit in college. I was like, oh my gosh, you know, these boys come to hit. So it's going to be pretty fun seeing what our team can bring.
You probably have 1,000 or more fans here too, packing this place in tomorrow.
Oh,
should
yeah.
be fun too. Right?
No, yeah, that's gonna be lit for sure. I'm excited for that. Seeing everybody up in the trees and all that.
Playing against Shamari and Xavier in practice, how much of a challenge do you think they're going to present this season?
Oh, you know, they're great players, and every single day it's just competing. You know, they're my guys, so off the field, you know, I share a locker with, or not a locker, but right next to Shamari, so, you know, I'll come in after practice and go, yeah, I got you on that one, you know, stuff like that. So, but always friendly competition, and, you know, sometimes it might get a little heated, but at the end of the day, we're just trying to make each other better and, you know, create success for the team.